Anthony Hartwig here with another LaBrae girls basketball player profile. We are joined by junior Mia Sloan. Mia, thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about your junior season.
Thank you for having me, Anthony.
So, what's it like kind of stepping into an upperclassman role? I know junior year, you're asked a lot more responsibility, a lot more leadership. You know, the first 2 years, you're getting acclimated to varsity level, and now here you are, one of the older members of the team, and you're asked to be a little bit more of a leader. What's that been like so far this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I've always felt like I've been a big leader of our team. I feel like I've led the court very well as the point guard these past 2 years. So, really, the junior year, it's just been getting everybody used to everybody and the freshman welcome. And yeah,
Overall, this roster is pretty young, and this junior class that you guys have has a lot of importance, a lot of leadership attributes. What's it been like to kind of try to build a young team and try to build everybody up?
I mean, we've all got along great together. So, it's not really been a problem with building everybody. We all just really flow very well together.
When talked about being the point guard, that's a lot of things asked of you to be a point guard. You're always asked to make sure to get the team in the right positions and distribute the ball where it needs to go. What's it been like watching the coaches have the confidence in you to be the point guard and to run the offense and get the ball to so many weapons that you guys do have?
I mean, it's been good. Um, I've always been used to that sort of flow. I've always been the point guard, and I've developed a new role throughout the years. I'm not just the point guard. I can be a shooting guard. I can be really anywhere on the court. But really, the coaches trust me, and I trust them, and we can trust each other with everything.
Like you said, you're used to being a point guard when you're put into that situation. Talk about growing in basketball and kind of when you fell into that role and how comfortable you are with it now that you've been playing it for a while.
I've started playing basketball when I was in second grade, and ever since then, I found a love for the sport, and it's just been great. I mean, the girls I've played with the whole junior class since I was little. I've played with our seniors. I've played with our sophomores. Some of our freshmen, like Allie McGulick, I've played with her. So I mean, we all know each other. We all know how we play. So it's really just using it.
When you think about starting basketball, what are some of the things that you remember about falling in love with the sport? What kind of things kept you into it and really got you to put a lot of time into it and work hard at it?
Defense. I love defense. My dad started me on defense, and ever since then, I found a love for defense. It's really great.
What's that defensive mindset? You said your dad started you there, but what's your mindset as a defender? Are you kind of one of those people that gets in that mindset like this person is not going to score on me ever?
Yeah.
Do you get that super competitive, like lockdown defensive mindset?
Oh yes. Yeah. My freshman year, I was asked to guard some really important roles. Like in Garfield, we played Laura, and I had to guard her, and that was a really big role for that game. I had to guard Sophia Hook my freshman year, and just a lot of great players.
Those are both uh, assignments that would really, baptize you as a freshman to say, "Hey,
Yeah.
here we go. This is what it is." Talk about this LaBrae program and what kind of things it means to you. How you guys are so close knit as a team, and every time I come down to LaBrae, I just love how together you guys are. What makes it so easy to kind of trust these girls and to play with them and to play together with them and have such tight team chemistry?
Well, we know as soon as we step on the floor, if there's any problems, we put them aside. We know that this sport means the most to all of us, so we just have to fight through everything. No matter if there's a problem off the floor, as soon as we step on the floor, everything's gone, and we really flow together.
The unfortunate part of this season is you've had to deal with some injuries to some people that have meant a lot to this program. And you guys have stepped up through it. I mean, it could have been a year where you guys decided, well, you know what? This is not our year with all the injuries we've had, but you've had people step up into new roles and into bigger roles. What's that been like as one of the leaders of the team to kind of journey through adversity and try to pull your team through? I'm sure ways that you didn't think that the team is going to look this year.
Um, Riley Rose really stepped up a lot this year. When we lost Ella to the ACL and meniscus tear, it was hard, and we all tried to move past it, and it really stung at first. But then I think we settled in after a few practices, and we really got to flow with each other. And Michaela stepping up as a varsity player really helped. It really helped. She's one of our posts now, and I think that really helps us out.
How much do you guys like rally and try to fight for Mariah and Ella now that they can't be on the floor? Like, how much do you guys really focus on them through the games and say we're going to go win for these players that can't be out there with us?
Oh yeah, we do. We love our girls. We love them. We wish we could play with them still. I know Marissa is very upset with not being able to play with Ella or Mariah again, and that's hard. So that's I think why we are so determined to win.
So we talked about this coaching staff having the trust in you. Let's talk about them a little bit more and what they've meant to you and how much they've kind of helped you grow as a basketball player and as a person off the floor. What does it mean to you to be coached by Coach Rowe and her staff?
Coach Rowe's an amazing coach. I've played with her probably since I was in second grade. She's always like helped us out. She's a really great coach though, and so is Mr. Aldridge and Mr. Rowe. They really help with defensive, offensive sets, everything. They're just very trustworthy.
Not every high school athlete gets a coach that they've been familiar with throughout their life. Like you said, you played for Coach Rowe when you were in second grade, so you were really familiar with her as a coach and what her style was. What kind of benefit was that for you to know that you could trust your coach right off the bat? You didn't have to build a relationship when you started in high school.
Building the relationship when we were younger probably helped a lot just because we all know her, we all have played for her, we know her style, we know what she wants. We just all understand it.
Give us some things that we need to learn about Coach Rowe because all we get to see are Coach Rowe on the sideline. So, what are some things that like about her in practice and about her as kind of an off the game coach that you think people should know?
She's a very hyped coach. She's very loving. She has a heart for all of us. There's a place for everyone on the floor, and she really shows that.
Does she have any kind of like Coach Roweisms or things that she says a lot that kind of fires you guys up?
Um, our motto this year is raise the bar, so that's really helped us because last year we sort of settled after the end of the year, but now we know that we need to really step it up and raise the bar.
And talking about raising the bar as a personal athlete and personal goals that you set, what were some things that you kind of locked into this year that you said, want to make sure I lock this down this year, want to make sure I get this improved this year?
Probably my shooting. I've never been a great shooter, but shooting's not really my thing. I always look for the open person. Like Riley, if I pass it to her, I know when it's going to go in and when it's not.
That being said, there are moments, and I've seen them in games where like you have to be the one to take that shot, which means you have to have that confidence in yourself to be able to do that. Where does that come from? You just said it shooting's not maybe your favorite thing in the world, but you still have the confidence to go make those shots. Where do you think that confidence comes from?
The coaches, again, they've really just helped me get comfortable with my shooting and defense and everything. They've just really helped.
All right, we talked about your favorite part of basketball being defense. What's your favorite part of just representing the school system and being able to go and represent your community every night?
I just love playing for the team. I think that it's a great way to get open to the school and really make a name for yourself.
We've talked about transitioning into junior year on the basketball court. Let's talk about it in the classroom. It's always a step up from sophomore year with the schoolwork as well. What's it been like for you as a student, as a junior?
I'm in some CCP classes, so it's really a lot of work and determination, but as well as we can get everything done, it's good.
There's a lot of demands on you with the CCP classes and trying to juggling your time with basketball and that. What are some of your time management skills and some of the things that you do to juggle all that time?
After practice, I go home and I do my homework. I take my study halls very seriously, and I really put in some work there.
So safe to say that you're not a procrastinator. You're not someone that waits to do their work, right?
Yeah.
Um, what are some things that you like about school? What are some of your favorite subjects? Some of the things that you're really good at?
I love science and I love math. I've never really been great at reading and like English, but math and science, they really just come to me.
Now I know you still have another year of high school to think about stuff, but do you have kind of like an idea of things that you want in your future? Some things that you might see yourself doing after high school?
I can probably see myself becoming a teacher in early education.
What are some things in your life that kind of pull you towards education and being a teacher?
Actually, Coach Rowe. She was my third grade English teacher, and she was just a great influence, and she still is. no matter where we are at.
So I do want to also ask about your family because everyone has a special family. Everyone has stuff about their family that makes it special and unique. When you're talking about your family, what are some things that make them special to you and make their support mean the world to you?
You know, my grandparents come out to every game, no matter how far away it is. It could be in Crestview and they're going to come. I have my mom's best friend, her family comes, her grandparents come. My mom comes to every game. My dad, he's actually our bookkeeper. We just have like a really good support system around me.
We're getting you as one of the first interviews of the new year, so we got to ask about some New Year's resolutions. What are some things that you're trying to get accomplished in the year 2025?
Um, Keeping my grades up. Sometimes it gets hard. Really basketball, my goals like just becoming a better defender all around, a better shooter, everything's just been the same.
What are some other things you're involved in the school outside of basketball?
Golf, I golf. I've golfed since I was in 6th grade, and my freshman year I started golfing for the school, and it's just been great.
Do you like having that kind of sport where it's more individualistic in the fall, getting you ready for the basketball season?
I love the team aspects of sports. I still think golf is a team sport to some demand. I think that everything in the end goes towards the team. So you have to not just play for yourself, but for the team in general.
When you're golfing, as you're around, you're out there by yourself. It's you and whoever you're golfing with, and you're responsible for everything you shoot. What's that like for you as someone that goes on the basketball court when maybe you're taking free throws or you're in that position where it's really you and no one there to really help you with that situation? How much does golf help you with that mentality?
It helps me a lot. I just know that I have to do everything that I can to help our team out. And I know that it's not just individual here, it's everybody.
All right, Mia, we end this interview the same way that we do every player profile. We like to give the player the chance to take the spotlight off themselves for a little bit and talk about the people in their life that really do wonders for them and they wouldn't be where they are without. So I know you've given a lot of time already in your answers to the people in your life, but I want to give you one more chance to give some shout outs and thank yous to the people that have your back that are always there for you.
I would just like to thank my parents and my grandparents and the coaches. The coaches are great. And I would love to thank our girls. Our girls on the team, they really just make this sport more enjoyable.
Mia, we love talking to you. You know that we wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and we can't wait to see you again real soon.
Thank you.